Good morning, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Parshas Sisa. It's also Parshas Porah, and we just finished Purim. Hopefully, everyone is still in one piece. Purim, I started great, and then in Suda, I got this huge splitting headache, and I had to kind of cut out in the middle. So it didn't end great, but Baruch Hashem, here we are. Shabbos, get ready. Medrash Tanchuma talks about that built into the parshas each week, that Moshe was talking each week of a parsha. Built into this is the fact that every Shabbos has a certain mitzias, certain relation to the week. In each parsha, something happened during the week, or there's a kesher to the week, or something that happens during the week that has a kesher to the parsha. So where is Kisisa? Where is Porah? Relationship to Purim? What's the kesher with this? And I think there's an interesting thought I wanted to bring out. Is Indian of hiddenness, and with a costume hidden with the Shechina. Seeing Hashem, things are hidden. We know that Purim is the holiday of the hidden. It's Teva, Teva. It's closed miracles, unlike Pesach, which is open miracles. Purim is closed. 9 years of all these events happening, current events, all these things taking place. And it really takes at the end of the story for them to kind of put things together. It takes Esther and Mordechai to kind of understand the entire story. And when they win the battle, all these people are dead, and they make a big party, and Esther sees that, this isn't just a battle. This isn't just with Haman. This really started 9 years ago with Achashverosh, with this big Mishta. So then they understood really this whole miracle, and they wrote down, it's a Chag. It's really a lesson of hiddenness and not giving up hope. This is literally this Parsha. Well, this Parsha is, because everyone always asks, how could the Jewish people do the ego? They just came out of the Midbar. They just came out of the Mitzrayim. Not that long ago, really. 49 days, 50 days. And the answer is, Pesach, they were used to open miracles. They came from nothing, and they saw 10 miracles, 10 nisim in Mitzrayim, and Kriyas Yamsuf, and the Torah. And all of a sudden, Moshe's away for just a little bit, 40 days. Just a little bit, month. They lose hope. They lose it. They can't see the hiddenness. They can't see what's behind the scenes. They just lose that perspective. People need constant reminders. Years ago I was in Overland Park in Kansas City, and a rabbi from New Jersey, forgot his name, wrote the book Gray Matters. Why doesn't Hashem just reveal himself? Middle of halftime, just reveal revelation, Mashiach. That's not doesn't work for us. That's for Mitzrayim people. Mitzrayim people had to see open miracles. They had no idea of the Torah. They had no Torah. They had no idea what mitzvos were. They had nothing. So it had to be shown open miracles. The problem was, a couple of months later, they're Mitzrayim. Moshe walks away. No open miracles anymore. No Moshe Rabbeinu who's helping them every step of the way. And you lose it. You lose hope. It's hard to see Hashem in the bad times. It's easy to see Hashem with open miracles. Min Hashem Moshe Abdo. Oh yeah, it's open. The water's open. Oh, that's easy. To see Hashem when your leader is gone and you don't have direction, that's difficult. That's difficult. And I think I was reading this on Purim also. Why Amalek, why Haman pops up right after the Suda of Achashverosh. What's the kesher of this? Hey, they went to a party, big deal. People go to parties all the time. Drinking, we do that on Purim. What's the big deal? Why is it so bad what the Jewish people did? They had kosher food, they drank wine. The king wants them to be at this party. You have Jews at the White House to invite to the Hanukkah parties. Is that so bad? Well, probably. But what's the big deal? And the answer is, what took place at the party? And what was the after effect? The Jewish people were, this is the time, the second Beis Mikdash, there's, Koresh allowed them to build it, and there was a stoppage, so there was a little bit of, they started, they stopped it, and when Akhshur sees that, 70 years, Jewish people are still in Persia, they're still in Gullus, you know what? Let's make a party. And not only that, to celebrate this, but they bring out the Kalim, the base of Mikdash. And the yish and the hurt that must have been at this party, we probably never even feel this in our lifetimes. The closest I think I felt a little bit of this is you go to Rome. So I went to Rome. I probably told this 7 months ago in July. I went to Rome, and they talk about how the Colosseum that you're going to go to, and oh wow, it's so beautiful, and that the mechanism, all these things took place underground. They brought the animals up from underground. It was like really the most advanced, forget about the largest, most advanced arena in the world. Pulley system, elevators being brought up under the ground to the floor level. And then when they talk about that, it was financed from Yerushalayim, from the Churban. It's a different feeling going to the Colosseum. And I'm sure when the Jewish people in Rome, heard rumors about the Churban, the Bayis Sheni, did it really happen? Did it take place? And all of a sudden, there's a big parade, and they see the Kalim being paraded in the streets of Rome. Just the horror and the yish that they must have felt, and that leads to Amalek. That's Suffolk. You know what? Amalek, Suffolk, same shorish. You see a danger in front of you. I get it. You're afraid of that. It takes a super person not to be afraid when you see something terrifying. I get that. But to be afraid of Suffolk and to now lose hope from Suffolk, that's different. And the Jewish people in Purim, when they see this, and that the Achshverosh is bringing out the Kalim of the base of Mikdash, put it in their faces. 70 years, you have a nevuah, and you're still here. So to see that, this is a yush, and this is what causes Amalek. That's the balance. Weak Torah leads to Amalek. Weakness in Torah leads to Suffolk. And this is, I think, why, or one of the lessons why this is the last month of the year. This is month 12. Shemas Chodesh, Chodesh Adar. We say the Megillah. We're strong when Nisan rolls around. We have a Seder, we have family over, we go with these things. And as the year goes on, we kind of lose it a shtickle, but we're not supposed to, because to see Hashem in the easy part, when we talk about the Makos and the Seder, that's easy. It's just for time. But when it's winter, the winter months, and it's hard to see the light. There's no Chagim. Before this we had Teves, we had Shvat, we have Adar. It's kind of the quiet side of the time of the season. That's difficult. And the truth is, that's lahafoch. The way to see Hashem in the Nigla, to see Mashiach, we're going to have to see Hashem in the Nistar. We're going to have to really appreciate Hashem and see Hashem in these dark times and not give up, not lose yish. And that's, I think, the lesson of Sisa. Sisa, the people lost sight of Moshe literally, and they're weak from Torah, and you have Avodah Zarah. And then the parsha, now Moshe has a mask. Can't see Moshe anymore. Moshe now has this light, this shine, so we can't really see Moshe anymore. I don't know if they ever saw Moshe again, but he had to wear a mask all the time. And this is our lesson in Gullus. This lesson in Gullus is be able to see Hashem. Things are happening bad. People getting laid off, bad things happening health-wise, and not to lose yish, to always have focus on Hashem. There's a reason for this, and each day we're getting closer to Mashiach, and hopefully the next time we speak, we'll have some good news in Eretz Yisrael, some pretty bad things happening in Tel Aviv. I think there are protests going on there. They're starting down the streets. A lot of hatred, the left and the right. It's something that I haven't seen, I think, almost since I got here. I think about the Gush Katif 2005, first day Aliyah, that it was very polarizing. I think this is the second thing I've seen is polarizing, and it's sad to see, but this is what takes place. It's the spiritual battles and not giving up that's going to hopefully lead to the physical battles of Mashiach ben David. And hopefully, next time we speak, we'll have some better news and Mashiach. And with that, Shabbat Shalom.